The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom absolutely sucks. If this is a game you're excited for, if this is a game that you've pre-ordered, if this is a title that you can't wait to experience, if this is something from a series that you're a fan of, then I have news that's gonna break your heart. You're a fan of trash games. Something's wrong with you. You may want to get your head checked because not only is The Legend of Zelda the worst game series of all time, let's be honest, let's call it what it is. Not only is The Legend of Zelda the world record holder for most consecutive financial and critical flops in history, but now they've decided to shit out another one, and guess what the twist is? You know how in Breath of the Wild it's, oh, you've got an open world. Not like video games have been doing that for 20 years prior, but, you know, it's not a real thing until Nintendo does it, apparently. Right? Am I right? And then Tears of the Kingdom, the big draw was the puzzles and how you could build shit. Nobody cared about that, but guess what the draw is in this one? It somehow tops both of those by miles. You get to play as Zelda. Oh my god, you mean I get to play as the dumb blonde bimbo bitch who always need rescuing? Yep, that's gonna draw in the audience in droves because we know the only people who play Zelda are fucking virgins. Their dicks are hard, pressing up against the zipper of their jeans already, and they're about to bust. I mean, what a goddamn joke. This is a catastrophic failure. I mean, can we be honest? Look, I know Nintendrones, it's taken a while. You don't want to admit the hard facts that exist to those of us in reality and have been obvious to those of us in reality since Zelda debuted, but let's drop some truth bombs here, and I'm sorry, but they're going to be the size of nuclear fucking warheads. The best Zelda game was not Breath of the Wild. The best Zelda game was not Ocarina of Time. The best Zelda game was not Twilight Princess. You want to know what the best Zelda game was? Bar none. You want to know what the best Zelda game was that actually moved gaming forward? Link's crossbow training. And that is a truth. That is a pill I will shove down each and every one of your fucking throats and force you to swallow it because it's God's honest, cold, hard facts being spit right here. We don't dabble in beating around the bush, all right? All these games that y'all proclaim are like the revolutionary entries in a series that's, let's be honest, has been faltering since the mid-90s. Ocarina of Time did this series no favors with its abysmal controls and its god-awful frame rate. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all want to bitch about 30 FPS? Now that game ran at 20 FPS. Go look up the Digital Foundry video. And then they had Majora's Mask, which was a Control-C, Control-V copy and paste job. They inserted a day-night cycle, and that was it. Like what? That shit looked like something Tim Burton's nightmares are made out of with that mask, too, for real. That shit should have been rated M. No child should have been exposed to that. But, you know, they continued on. Wind Waker was garbage. Twilight Princess, that's where they should have decided. When Twilight Princess came out and we had Emo Link, that's when they should have shut the door on this franchise for good. But, you know, when Emo Link failed, they just decided they had to keep on trucking, release some of the worst entries in this series that I have ever experienced, and then they re-release them again for the next system. So, you know, when Switch 2 drops, we're gonna have fucking Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom 4K remaster because we got to milk, just like Pokemon, they do the same shit. It's the same, just like Mario 3D All-Stars. You know, Nintendo's lost all sense of creativity. But if that wasn't enough for you, the other big draw here is actually a regression. We've gone back to 2D. I'm sorry, Nintendo, I know your franchises like Mario and Zelda started in 2D, but the industry moved on almost 40 fucking years ago. All right? This is a 3D dominated industry. We're at the point now where we're looking at photorealistic graphics, and y'all are gonna come out here releasing some 2D trash that looks like it belongs on Nick Jr. All right, this shit looks like Paw Patrol. Like, come the fuck on. Nobody wants to play these 2D garbage ass games. And if you're excited for that, well, I got a fucking bridge to sell you. Just hit me up in my DMs. If you're interested in regression, not progression, you're holding the industry back. If you're excited for Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, you're holding the industry back. There's no echo. There's not a trace of wisdom in any of the Zelda games. But I'll tell you what there is. There's not echoes of wisdom. There's echoes of greed. That's all this is. It's a cash grab. They know it's going to be 10 years before the next mainline Zelda entry. They can't Control-C, Control-V a third entry after Breath of the Wild. Otherwise, the fans, dumb as they are, might actually start to catch on. So now they got to shit this travesty out in hopes of stealing your hard-earned money, and you're to blame. You fools will give them the money. Let's be honest, you already got this shit pre-ordered and on lockdown. I used to want to save each and every one of you, now I just pity you. You don't have the intelligence, you don't have the skill, the basic budgetary, monetary, financial skill to hold back your wallet, to hold back your cash, to hold back your credit card number, and say, you know what? This isn't worth paying for. And that is a fact. That is the truth. Go back, hit the loop button below on the YouTube player controls, and watch this video as many times as you need to before it sinks in. If you buy this game, you are ruining the gaming industry.